You know what? The devil created me, and I know that devil.
I don't believe that for a second.
Trespassing my creation, my creator's creation. So fuck.
Oh, okay. Thank you, Mr. Miller.
Are you sure? It looks different. You shaved the beard.
Yes, sir.
You look so much younger. Really? Hi, Mr. Powell. Good to see you.
Good to see you.
Unfortunately, in these circumstances, we had you go to the facility at the Ed Emmett.
The jail diversion.
Right, but
I've been there before and I completed it. I've been there back in, I want to say, 2022, and from the court number 4. And I stayed there 14 days, and they sent me to a church program, and I didn't like it. I don't believe in God. I know who created me. I don't have to believe in God because I know who created me, and I don't want to disrespect you by telling you that.
Well, let's hold on, because I don't know what happened on the new cases. So give me a second. Let me have them read out what happened on the new cases so we can see how to go forward, because I don't even know where the new cases happened.
On December 25th, officers were dispatched to a trespasser call at Trinity Lutheran Church in Harris County, Texas. Upon arrival, officers observed the defendant sitting on the steps of the church, screaming obscenities and causing a disturbance. Complaining witness, a security guard employed by the church, advised officers that the defendant came to the church asking for food, and the complaining witness informed the defendant they were not giving out food that day and directed him to 2 nearby locations instead. Defendant became belligerent. Complainant stated the defendant threatened him, stating, "I see you don't have a gun, so if we fight, I'm going to kill you." As the defendant was threatening complaining witness, defendant was moving towards him in a fighting stance, causing complainant to feel fear of imminent danger. Complainant stated he told defendant 3 times to leave the location, but the defendant refused.
What would you like to do, Shreya?
Well, Judge, my understanding from speaking with Mr. Powell right now is that he's okay keeping the bail as is, and so he's waiving a bail hearing. Is that right, Mr. Powell? I just want to make sure.
That's wrong.
Do you want to go back to the Ed Emmett place?
Yes, sir.
You want to try to see?
Medication. So I get my medication. Because
But it doesn't matter. I just want to know if you want to do that.
Yes, sir.
We can try to make it work.
Yes, sir.
Is that something you can do?
So a couple things. To do that, we would have to go through Brad Morse for the mental health, see if Brad even wants to offer that. Then I'd have to get a PR bond with the condition that he gets released there again.
Sure.
And so,
Do you know how long that program is, Shreya?
So, Judge, it actually could be 10 minutes or it could be 2 weeks. It just depends on the nature of how long they decide to keep him there. It looks like this time they kept him from the 18th until Christmas. I believe he was released on the Christmas Eve. And then this case occurred Christmas morning at about like 7 or 8 a.m.
Okay. So let's see if we can try to make it work. I need a little bit of time.
You know what? The devil created me, and I know that devil.
I don't believe that for a second.
Trespassing my creation, my creator's creation. So fuck you.
Oh, okay. Thank you, Mr. Miller.
Try to see if we can make it work.
Yes.
Okay. Reach out to Brad. And I think we may need something even more intensive, longer lasting. So
yes,
reach out to Brad, see if there's something more intensive and longer lasting. And then I guess today's Monday, you want to set it for maybe Thursday?
Yes. Is that the second, Judge?
Yeah. You
Yes.
okay with that?
Yes.
Okay, let's do that.
I'll reach out to him right now and I'll get on it.
And then I'll find PC on both of you in the case.
Okay.
So, Mr. LeBlanc is here on Campos. Kevin Campos.
Judge, I was just speaking to him in the hallway. He should be coming in right now.
Under Alvarado.
I see it. Okay.
February 4th through the 6th.
What do you think, Mr. LeBlanc? What day? Did you hear that or no? February 4th through the 6th.
That works for us, Judge.
6, it is.
Okay.
And Judge, actually, I'm sorry. On Mr. Campos's case, can we hear probable cause? I think the state may have an issue with it.
I can pause, Judge.
Wait, so do you not think there's probable cause?
I mean,
Correct.
well, you did find PC before, but I'm happy to reread PC if you'd like to hear it.
Okay, well, sometimes we don't get the other side. Like they don't have lawyers and I may not
You didn't
think
have an
of.
attorney at the time, Judge, yeah. So on November 11th, officer conducted a traffic stop in Harris County, Texas. Officer made contact with the defendant, operator of a motor vehicle, and sole occupant. Officer observed odor marijuana based on, I'm not sure, I think based on smell. Officer asked the defendant to step out of the motor vehicle. Officer observed unholstered pistol between seat and the driver's side door and 3 small plastic bags containing marijuana, 56.8 grams.
So the gun was,
The gun was between the seat and the driver's side door. So when he stepped out, I'm assuming the officer observed the gun in plain view.
okay, what's your position, Mr. DeBlanc?
And Judge, 2 things. I think it was the position of the gun and then also the reason for the traffic stop. The officers don't really state why he was stopped. I went through all the body
Well,
footage.
I mean, I guess I glossed.
It's not on the offense report. It's not in the demo.
What?
Say initiated traffic stop.
How did I even miss that? You kidding? What? Really? Okay, I mean, I'm with you, dude.
Yeah.
Heard that song? It's a good song. Okay, yeah, no probable cause. I'm with you, David.
All right. Thanks, Judge.
All right.
Is my client free to go?
Yeah. Ixnay on the February A.
Cove City. PD.
No, man,
Thanks, Judge. Y'all have a good one.
you got it, dude.
They need to stop.
Mr. Caceres, you are in front of us now because you have a fugitive case. You are wanted out of state of Connecticut for sexual assault. And he is already waived.
Yes, Judge.
And where are we at now?
So, Judge, this was originally set today, but on Friday, on a notification from the demanding jurisdiction, they requested an extension from today to the 3rd. They didn't receive notice, which
Oh,
I don't believe this was addressed on Friday, but they've since corrected the issue with the original fax number not reaching the detective's desk for extradition. And so they've now corrected it where this won't happen again.
so are you saying that Harris County did not fax Connecticut?
No, they did fax Connecticut, but the fax numbers that they sent it to is it has to go through, I can't remember if the name is inspector or adjuster, but there is a figurehead that has to flow through before it reaches the detective's desk, the actual extradition detective. And so on the 3rd attempt, when there was no response, is our sheriff's office reached out to their sheriff's office and finally got someone on the phone. When they were notified that same day, within, I would assume, a couple of hours, because it was still the morning, the detective immediately called Amy, who then notified me, and I talked to the detective within hours of being notified. And from then, they asked an extension to the 3rd to pick him up. For this offense, they have been investigating since 2021, and the warrant issued in 2022 is that they've been pursuing this defendant for quite a long time. And again, this was learned after our approach. I'm speaking with the detective, is that they weren't aware, they had a possible suspicion he might be in Texas, but they weren't even aware he was here. But due to the severity, the nature of the offense, where, to recap Friday, is that this was closer to a burglary of habitation, 1st degree, where sexual assault was committed after forcing himself into the home of someone that he knew. This was not from what they allege, it's not a dating relationship, but someone he's familiar with, is that because of the severity of the offense and the fact that the warrant is so old, is that the detectives believe they are not confident that he will self-surrender. And because they've already confirmed, and they sent another confirmation email this morning that they are able to secure and pick him up this Friday, is that we request no bond for this offense and the extension.
If I may, whatever the charges might be, it could be murder. It can't be murder because you can't let him out on
Right.
bond. The point is he's presumed innocent. So without anything else, he is innocent as he stands here. No evidence is being presented. So if we're talking about the severity of something, he is presumed innocent. He is innocent of that as of right now. Until he gets over there to that jurisdiction, can they find him guilty of that? So presuming he's innocent, talking about the severity of a charge doesn't really have an effect on this fugitive case, because there are two things that he's got in place, two things that he needs to make a decision on, whether to waive or whether to fight formally his extradition. The waiver says, what he agreed to says, they have 14 days. It is ordered for the sheriff to hold him for no more than 14 days of the date this was signed. This is the actual order signed by the court. This is what he agreed to. Signed by him, signed by you, the judge. And so this is the agreement. The fact that somebody didn't send a fax to the correct number, that's not, it doesn't say, but if we send the fax to the wrong number, you get to hold them 3 extra days. It says 14 days. This is what he signed up for. This is what's ordered. This is what I say should stand, and this is what I say should allow him to get out today. If they didn't do their due diligence for this, it's not on my client. He signed up for this.
So let me explain to you how things work, Mr. Caceres, is that the 14 days is a courtesy. Statutorily, by statute, we can hold you for 30 days. Normally, and it has become custom that we do 14 days because of the overcrowding that we have in Harris County. We have so many people in custody, 8,000, 9,000, up to 10,000 people at any given time in and out of our jails. And because of that, as a courtesy, we do 14 days. Now, many times I grant extensions, I don't grant extensions. A lot of times there are several factors that is determinant of whether I grant an extension or not. One of the things are, has there ever been an extension before? Number 2, the nature of the charge. Number 3, have you ever had a fugitive case before? And so these are things that I look at as to whether to grant an extension or not.
Your Honor, may I please speak?
Well, I don't know. You may want to talk to your lawyer. The thing is this, look, I don't want you to talk about the original case, okay? Because the thing is that I live stream these proceedings, right? And so I don't want you to say something that you put your foot into your mouth, because here, the only thing that we're discussing is whether I should set a bond for you to get out, for you to go turn yourself in. That warrant, even if I let you out today, that warrant will eternally be there, and it'll always be out there until you go turn yourself in. The only thing we're discussing now is whether I should set a bond to let you go turn yourself in. And I don't know, because are you a flight risk? I don't know. The only thing I know is that you're charged with a very serious case. It's sexual assault. And so to me, the protection of my community is paramount, number 1. Number 2, the other question I have is, if we let you out, are you going to go turn yourself in? Everyone tells me that they're going to go do that.
My family sitting in court, and they are the one supporting me. And I know 100% they're going to support me to turn myself in. That's why they're still here, and I'm still the last one. And yes, I didn't know about the fugitive warrant that I had. And yes, I'm willing to turn myself in because I'm innocent.
You need to fight those charges regardless, because they're very serious charges. So what day did you say that they're going to pick
This Friday, and I forgot to include, I know typically the court permits over objection for the 3 days, but considering the New Year's Eve is holiday, that's how I also included the...
So are they going to be here Thursday and we reset to Friday?
On Friday. And so that's why the discussion on last Friday was having it on the 6th, but if they're not here by Friday morning, is that you would potentially grant a bond.
So this is what we had planned to do, was I was going to give them an extension until Friday morning, right? If they don't come by Friday in the morning, I'm giving you a PR bond.
I came to visit my family for the holidays. I wasn't able to enjoy that. I'm willing to turn myself in, but I would like to be with my family for the New Year's to start with a strong,
Concern is not, my concern,
And to-
my only concern is I want you to get back to Connecticut.
and I will, but I need my family. I need to date, as the paper says, I signed for 14 days, and I would like to have a time with my family to look for the bond, to look for them to go forward with turning myself into Connecticut, but not like waiting for Friday.
Let me make one thing clear to you. This isn't about giving you a PR bond. If I were to set you a bond now, it's going to be something substantial, meaning a high bond into the 5 digits to ensure that you go back to Connecticut. This isn't about giving you a PR bond. If they fail to get you by Friday, I'm going to give you a PR bond because they have fallen on their word twice, and I'm not going to do it. Now, if I were to set you a bond now, I mean, it's over 10,000, something like that, to that nature. And because it's a fugitive case, there's no 10%. You're probably going to have to pony up 90 to 100% of it because you are an inherent flight risk because it's a fugitive case. So there's none of this 10% where you pay $1,000 and you're going to get out. No. In these types of cases, when we have fugitive cases, I normally set bonds, 5,000, 10,000. I've set bonds at 50,000. I've set a bond at 100,000, depending on the nature, severity.